It was a quiet afternoon at the zoo. A baby camel sat beside its mother, gazing at its reflection in a small puddle of water. It wiggled its nose, tilted its head, and frowned. Something about its body didn't quite make sense. Curious, the baby camel turned to its mother. "Mom, why do we have these big humps on our backs?" The mother camel smiled gently. "Our humps store fat, my dear. In the desert, food and water are scarce. When we don't have anything to eat, our bodies use the fat from our humps to survive." The baby camel nodded slowly, processing this information. It made sense, but something still felt off. After a moment, it asked again, "That's interesting, but why do we have such long legs and these big wide feet?" The mother chuckled softly. "Our long legs help us walk great distances without getting tired, and our wide feet keep us from sinking into the soft desert sand." The baby camel glanced down at its legs. They did seem rather long, and its feet, they were quite big. Still, another question popped into its mind. Okay, that makes sense too, but what about our long, thick eyelashes? Sometimes they get in my way. The mother camel laughed, brushing her nose against her child's head. "Oh, my dear, our eyelashes are one of our greatest gifts. They protect our eyes from the harsh desert wind and sandstorms. Without them, the sand would get in our eyes, making it impossible to see." The baby camel blinked, deep in thought. Everything its mother said seemed logical. Their humps helped them survive without food. Their legs helped them travel long distances. Their eyelashes protected them from the sand. Then why? It hesitated for a long moment before asking its final question. "Mom, if our humps help us survive in the desert, our legs help us walk great distances, and our eyelashes protect us from sandstorms, then why are we in a zoo?" Silence. The mother camel looked down at her child, then up at the tall metal bars surrounding them. She sighed. She had no answer. If we take a moment to reflect, the baby camel's question is one that many of us never stop to ask ourselves. The camel was born for the desert. Every part of its body was designed to survive the harsh conditions of the wild. It was meant to roam free, endure the blazing heat, and travel great distances. Yet here it was, trapped in a place where none of those abilities mattered. This is the reality for many people. We are all born with unique talents, strengths, and passions. Some of us are natural leaders. Some are thinkers, some are builders, and some are artists. But talent alone is not enough. If you are in the wrong environment, where your abilities are not valued or used, they become meaningless. Many people go through life feeling unfulfilled, not because they lack talent, but because they are stuck in the wrong place. They work jobs they dislike, in careers that don't align with their true strengths, simply to survive. They spend years struggling, never realizing that they are like the camel in the zoo, built for something greater, but trapped in the wrong place. If you want to live a fulfilling life, ask yourself, what are my strengths? What comes naturally to you? What skills do you have that others admire? Am I in the right environment? Are you in a place where your talents are recognized and valued? Am I taking action to use my abilities? Are you putting effort into developing and applying your skills in a meaningful way? A fish cannot climb a tree. A bird cannot swim like a fish. No matter how talented you are, if you are in the wrong place, your abilities will feel wasted. But if you find the right environment, the place where your strengths truly matter, you will thrive, grow, and succeed. So whenever you feel stuck in life, ask yourself, am I using my strengths in the right place? Am I in an environment that allows me to grow? Am I making the most of my abilities, or am I just existing? Because just like the camel in the zoo, if you are in the wrong place, you will always feel like something is missing. But if you find your desert, the place where you truly belong, you will thrive, succeed, and become everything you were meant to be.